If you're watching this message, then you've worked with me, or a friend of yours or a student of yours has worked with me on the SAT or the ACT or even the GRE. Maybe I helped with essays for college applications or just general help with reading and writing. I'm sending out this message because I want your help. I'm launching a new program, and I think that this is going to be the best version of the work that I've already done with you or your student or your friend. So I guess let me lay out why I'm starting the program. Kids are so busy these days that the traditional model of one-on-one tutoring is insufficient to help a number of students. There's a lot of students who have had great success working with me over the last couple of years doing the traditional thing. These are self-motivated kids who are totally organized and driven. And if you're that kind of student, great. If you know that kind of student, great. This program's still going to work fantastically well for you and even give you more value than you got before. But the impetus for this program is helping out all the other kinds of students that there are out there. People who need extra support because the test is particularly hard for them, or because they're really busy, not even particularly busy these days, because I think most kids are just so busy. And if you're looking for just something other than support once or twice a week. So as my business has expanded, of course, my work has gotten pricier. And that's meant that if you want consistent work, you've got to meet with me twice a week at my hourly rate, which is, pretty high. This program is designed to help kids get all the support they need and to see me once a week. All right. So what that looks like is we're going to have every single day after school what I'm calling SAT Lab. And this is 4 hours a day where you're going to get access to my team, 2 hours for math, 2 hours for reading and writing. You can show up in the Zoom room. It's only open for students who are working with us. And you're going to get 2 hours of math help, 2 hours of reading and writing help every day after school. You don't have to worry about scheduling. You don't have to worry about, hey, I've got soccer practice at this time, or, I've got National Honor Society at this time. You're going to have access 4 hours a day to this small group learning program. And there's never going to be more than 5 kids in the Zoom room. So you'll always have relatively easy access to great support throughout the week. You're also going to get the AI system that we built. This is, as far as I'm concerned, tutoring is about human support, but at the behest of some really smart people, and with the support of those really smart people, I built this really cool AI tutor. So there's kind of 2 parts of that. We trained it on 10,000 hours of my tutoring. Some of you folks have already worked with this. The AI Mastermind, we're calling it SAT Mastermind, helps you kind of think about your progress, what you're working on, what you should work on. And then the SAT HintBot helps you with questions one-on-one, so that if you have one question and you're totally baffled while you're in the middle of your study and you don't have time to hop on the live stream or the Zoom rooms in the SAT lab, you just want a quick answer, you've got the SAT HintBot. Both of these systems are trained on about 10,000 hours of my tutoring and tweaked to give exactly the kind of answers that I generally give students about all the different questions that could come up. So aside from the SAT lab with the tutors during the week and the AI tutors that can help you in a flash 24/7, we also have an app now. This is super exciting. As most of you know, there's a huge problem with material. There's a real dearth of high quality material. Look, if you're going for a 700, on the 7 tests that are available to you through the SAT, maybe 15 or 20 of those questions really matter for you on each of those tests. So that's a maximum of 140 questions that really help you prepare for the difference between getting a 650 and getting a 750. So a lot of companies are using AI to design questions, but most people don't know really what they're doing there. AI is a great tool for this, but basically if you just feed the AI SAT questions, what comes out the other side is medium or easy questions. So what I'm doing is I'm using AI as a first level to generate the material, but then I'm going in there and obsessively changing the details of the question to make them hard for you based on my experience in the last 20 years dealing with the SAT. Like, I know this material inside and out, and now I'm designing questions with the help of AI that will, quadruple the number of questions that are available for you. And those questions are only going to be available in my app. This is probably the most exciting part of this whole thing, is that we now have a set of questions that's better than anything you're going to see on the internet. All the other companies like Princeton and Kaplan, they're not hungry enough to develop good questions. They never have been. Their questions have always been subpar. We're developing questions that are of a much higher level. And basically, if you're studying really hard for this test, you need more than the 7 official practice tests. So we have an app. A brilliant student of mine who's now in aerospace engineering, double majoring with computer science, has developed a really cool app that the AI system lives inside there, and our whole set of questions lives inside there. So basically what this all amounts to is the most robust program for the SAT that I can even imagine. What it looks like is you see me on the weekend. You see me for 1 hour on the weekend, just like students have been for years. But instead of trying to get a second or a third meeting in with me at my high price and according to the demands of your schedule and mine, now you have 4 hours every day where you get access to 2 absolutely tremendous minds that are going to help you with the math and the reading. You can also book those guys, the 2 tutors that we have working on those SAT lab hours. You can book them one-on-one throughout the week, so you still have access to all of that. And then you get amazing questions you won't get anywhere else, that are of higher quality than you're going to see anywhere else on the internet, because I've obsessed over them. And you're also going to get these AI systems. So all of this amounts to something where not just the most motivated, driven student can get the best results working with me, but also someone who's kind of just staying above water with all of their schoolwork, someone who's busy with athletics or extracurriculars and trying to make SAT prep fit into their schedule. I've just seen so many of you guys in the last couple of years who want to get better at this stuff, want to do the work, but you only have time to see me based on my schedule once a week. And when that happens, it means 6 days go by and you don't get better at the test. In fact, even if we got better in the hour that we spent together, you might only see about 70% of the returns on that hour, because in the next 6 days, a million other things have gone on. You half forgot some of the things I said. You took good notes, but you're not sure what the notes mean. This is a solution to that problem. And the exciting thing is, a good friend of mine said that I should think in 2026 about how many people I can help at a really high level. This program allows me to help 30 kids at a time at a really, really high level. Now, 30 kids seeing me 2 or 3 hours a week was totally untenable. It didn't work for anybody's schedule. But now I can work with 30 kids in a one-on-one capacity and provide them with an insane amount of support, right? And once this gets off the ground, I think it's going to be just about the best test prep that you can find anywhere on the internet. And it still comes with my guarantee. Most of you guys that have worked with me know that I have a guarantee. If you work with me for 30 hours of one-on-one and you don't reach your score, I'm free for any additional hours. That still applies. So all you're getting is extra value, extra support, and really an amazing amount of material. So that's what we're doing in 2026. I'm super excited about it. And the reason I'm sending you guys this video is because I want you guys to help me. If you think I can help somebody that you know, if you think that this program is going to be useful for somebody you know, if you think that your school should know about it, if you think that the network of moms that you belong to on Facebook or in the real world could use this for their kids, if you're a student and you're part of a group, in any of these situations, I'm asking you to share this information, because if you do, you're going to help me succeed with my business. If you think that I've helped you, then this is the ask that I have from you. Share this as widely as you can. Maybe not even as widely as you can. Maybe just share it with the people that you really think it will help. Basically, I'm going to be working with 30 kids at a time right now. And so the spots are limited, but I'm looking for 30 really, really motivated students who fit the profile for the offerings that we have here. So if I've helped you, if I've helped someone you know and you think that this program sounds great, please share this information with everybody you know, and let's make some things happen in 2026. Thanks.